and we're probably less than a mile away from where it was seen. So I think this is as good a place as any.
Oh, wow.
I saw it twice, so I was like, oh my god.
That was just weird.
I always used to see a light coming up,
Yeah.
like a headlight, but there was nobody there.
Other people in comments or people anywhere that say, well, there's no food in UK for these animals to eat. There's no game. There's deer, there's rabbits, there's pheasants. There's an abundance of food.
Oh, it's just disappeared.
Good boy. Come on. God, lad. Morning, everybody. Hope you're all good. New location today. And all I'll say is it's close to where the cat was seen about a month ago. So, no, I've not come expecting to see some phantom big cat. However, I have come to explore an area where potentially this cat could be resting up. I mean, just look at this. Pretty dense. And I don't know whether you can hear the road noise in the background, but you know, there's a busy main road probably 500 yards away, but when I get myself off here down into this countryside and this woodland, there's nothing. And as you can see from the terrain, it's not getting loads of footfall, is it? I don't know whether to veer off. I think there's a little pond here. There's definitely a marshy area here. Come on, Bob. Yeah. I should imagine that with the right weather conditions will be flooded. Bob's not best pleased with me today because there's a few prickles and thorns, but he'll cope with it. What's he doing? Come on, man. He'll cope with it. So obviously we're going to pick this up a little bit further on, talk about the potential for this big black cat to be here. And once again, throw the question out there. Are all these witnesses mistaken? Are they all fantasizing? Is this animal really here? I think it is. There's enough reports of it. And like I always say, I've seen one myself. So, I mean, no doubt that they're here. But let's just keep moving on and we'll see if we can get into this woodland at some stage. I mean, looks like they've put some protection around these saplings, so there's obviously deer here because they'd clear bark around lower part of the tree, as you guys know. Well, let's just see how this pans out. Come on. Go on, lad. You lead the way, Bob. Good boy. Bobby the trailblazer. He don't mess about. He's on the trail of the big cats. I think he'd be a nice little snack for him, wouldn't he? Well, we're on about snacks for big cats. There's no shortage of food in the form of deer, rabbit and hare. I'm just looking today to see if we can find any evidence of where this cat could be resting up. And we're probably less than a mile away from where it was seen. So I think this is as good a place as any. Because as you can see, we've got some pretty interesting woodland here. And, let's just continue on and walk amongst it. This is quite good. Come here, Bob. Beautiful smell. Let's keep going. Bob, this way. Come on. Come on. He might not be impressed with me now because I'm taking him in. Look at this. Bobby, come on. He knows he's got to come. Come on. So let's see whether you can get into this bit of woodland and see what can be found. There's a path of sorts, but it's not had much footfall. I love going in new bits of woodland. Looks like there's a tent there, or the remains of something. Let's have a look. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Oh, it's a tree. There's a deer. It's just running off. From here. So what do you guys think? I've come to this location today, not far from where the cat, the big black cat, was seen crossing the road near the brow of Bracy Bridge 4 to 5 weeks ago. And I've come to a strip of woodland that doesn't get a lot of footfall in between Ruston Parva, in between Rudston, and all these little towns and villages. And there's pockets of woodland like this all over East and North Yorkshire. Corridors, if you like, where it wouldn't be hard for an animal that's as elusive as a big cat to slip out of sight. There's lots of food for the people in comments or people anywhere that say, well, there's no food in UK for these animals to eat. There's no game. There's deer, there's rabbits, there's pheasants. There's an abundance of food, as well as the easy pickings of livestock, sheep. And there are no shortage of livestock farmers who've suffered sheep loss. I won't say at the hands, but of the claws and sharp teeth of big cats. And I know the farming community are fully aware of it. Some are quite happy to let them reside because they're keeping down the deer population and sort of maintaining an equal balance. I think North Yorkshire's the place where they've got a stronghold, but there's other locations as well. So I'm in this little bit of woodland, but we'll carry on. We'll head down this path and just see what we can find along this route. What do you think, guys? Do you think there's potential for cats to be at large in the UK? You already know my views, and I'm putting it out there, and there'll be people watching this who've probably never seen it before. Well, let me just tell you that we're in East Yorkshire, and there's been numerous reports of beige, black, even mottled coloured cats, but big cats, a lot bigger than your average cat, seen in this area and reported over decades and decades. In fact, going back before the 1970s. And I'm here today just scouting around the area after, I don't know, 4 to 5 weeks ago, a big black cat was seen within half a mile of where I'm stood now. And this bit of woodland doesn't get lots of footfall, so that's why we're here. Let's just explore this area. Never been in here before. And do you know, I can see now why there are cat sightings at Ruston and at Rudston. Let's not confuse them two names, because they're all linked up by these strips of woodland. So it'd be no hardship and not difficult for a large feline to just remain incognito. There's a pond there that's dried up, so that water source has gone. We'll just have a look at that. You know, so obviously I bet you in the springtime, I bet you that looked beautiful. It looks like it's had plenty of vegetation growing, obviously no fish, because these ponds are just about like dew ponds, and even though they can support life like frogs, toads and newts, to support fish they'd have to have water in them all year round, and unfortunately, as you can see with that one, it doesn't. Let's just look here. I think there's water here. There's a natural stream here, look. Look at this. Looks like a chalk stream, which is nice. Let's just have a look. We never know, we might see some prints. Come round here, Bob. And obviously somebody's been busy. Look at all these shotgun cartridges. Lots and lots of them. So this has been a place where somebody spent a bit of time. And we probably could follow it along, but sometimes you think you're standing on something that's firm and you're not. Let's just have a look. Beautiful. I've got some water for me and dog. I'm not going to let him drink it because you don't know what they've sprayed on the land, which is going to get filtered back into the water. But onwards and upwards. we're going to move forward, but you know, I can see deer prints, but there's no evidence of anything else. And I don't mind showing you guys that and actually saying there's no evidence of anything else, because I mean, no doubt that it's here. There might be more than one, but if you're going to find it, it's going to be in a place like this. So we're going to just have a look a little bit further up. Come on, let's have a look. Let's have a look down here. I've not brought waterproof boots, just these walking boots. No, you're not drinking that. And we're here looking potentially in this soft stuff for any sign of prints. Oh look, we've got some, come here Bob, some concrete here, so there's been a bit of work going off here. Looks like there's some drainage. No, it's not drainage, just a block. There's prints here, but they're obviously deer. But I can't see anything else. We'll keep moving on. So far I've walked across these strips of farmland, being respectful to crops and careful where I walk, but everything's just cut, and I think potatoes are ready for harvest as well. But just here there's definitely a track where, well, where game obviously pass through or come to drink. So I think we're coming to that stream again. Here we are, look. It's probably just gone underground here, but we definitely, this is the stream, and it just keeps surfacing, going to ground. Come on Bob, let's have a look. There's a little bit of water here. This is a crabapple tree that's kind of shed all its horrible sour fruit, because they're absolutely vile crab apples. Now, if you can make out with them, you might be able to make some wine or something with them, I don't know. I know I won't want to. And just come to a rabbit there that's obviously seen better days. Give up Bob. So, but, and obviously people will say on the YouTube channel, well, why don't you just show the kill? Because YouTube don't like it. Does it mean a cat's done it? Of course it doesn't. It could be a fox. Come off, Bob. But here we are. We'll come back to that in a moment. I'm more interested in if I could find prints than anything else. And it's just prime land to see something interesting. So Bob's all right here. Look at the butterflies. Beautiful, pristine. And we're kind of in the middle of the country. Isn't that beautiful? It's worth listening to this just to look at life at its best. And if you could smell this, we've got red admirals here, look. Let's have a look. Okay. Beautiful, absolutely smells incredible. So all of this, guys, is wild mint, and it's flowering and smells absolutely amazing. Look at it. I know I came here originally looking for evidence of the big cat, and all I've found is a deceased bunny rabbit. But I'm walking this dried up dike now, just hoping I might catch a glimpse of some prints or anything. I need to get past this briar. That's it. We'll not be going too much further. It's a good place to walk, and it's a good place to look if you're going to find anything. And don't see anything at the moment. Let's have a look. Nice stone. Might take that back with me. Pick that up on way back. Little memento of the land. Let's just keep looking. I think we're going to come to a stop here, but you can see it's not been dried up long, because this is actually weed that's been underwater. But we're going to come to a stop here. I'm not going to get past that. Stop it, Bob. No desire to fight through there. So let's make us way back. I wish this camera could smell, because it's absolutely brilliant walking through this. Do you know, when I was a young boy, probably 12, 13 years old, back in Old Dennerby, there used to be some marshland, and I went down there with my dad one day. We had a walk and we saw a snake skin. You know, snakes shed the skins, and my dad had lived there years and years and never seen grass snakes, and we went down there with the intention of looking for them, and they were there. Just like everything else, it turns out there was not just one or two, there was loads and loads of grass snakes, and they'd just been hidden in plain sight. And why do I mention them? Because there was loads and loads of wild mint. Look at this. Butterfly paradise. Look at these little ones. It's just amazing. Right, guys. I'm going to make my way back. These red admirals seem to love this. Okay, you don't want to lose your car keys here. So I've moved on a bit. He's decided he doesn't want to come any further. Look at that. Come on. Do you think I'm going to have to buy one of them prams for him? I think I know what you guys think to that, and it's going to be a no. See if he sets off. Come on, Bob. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's stubborn, innit? So I'm going to have to put his lead on now and make him walk. He's had it too easy. Look at this. What's the matter with you? Eh? What's the matter? What's the matter? Eh? What's the matter? You got something stuck in your foot? I don't think you have. Have you? Let's have a look. No. So the stream's resurfaced in this little section. Must be slightly lower. And Bobby's seen something. Look, I don't know what he's seen. I can't see it, but look at him. Look at him, he's like a... Look at that. He's turned into a dog man. I don't know what he's seen. But, what are you saying, Bob? No. But I've just stopped here. It's probably just a leaf he's seen floating or something, but that's interested him. Because, come on, Bob. I'm obviously looking for evidence of any large feline prints, and I can't see anything. I've seen one print that, quite honestly, could be a badger. But it looks there. There's a fairly big depression there, look at that. Not a cat print. But I don't know what he's seen. Look at him. And you know he's a trained hunting hound, and he's in new territory now, so I suppose he's marking his territory. He's letting everybody know he's here. He's cocked his leg up on about 300 trees, so everybody knows the Bobster is in town. And I don't think they'll be right bothered, do you? Okay, we're gonna slowly walk us way back. Maybe stop and have a bite to eat. Catch you in a bit. Come on. Come on. Anybody would think you were about 10 or 11 year old. He's only 3. Don't even think he's 3 yet. Come on. Go on, lad, come on. Let's go. We're going to head for that bit of woodland there, another wood. Come on, Bob. So me and Bobby, we'll just have a minute. He's just had a drink. And he's sharing this Cornish pasty with me, aren't you, mate? Sit, come on. He loves Cornish pasty, don't you, Bob? He's like a little meerkat, isn't he? That's another one of his skills. Meerkat impersonator, aren't you, mate? Am I wrong? So if you're enjoying the live streams and you want to see more walks and talks into these places where strange and unusual things are seen, please press the like and subscribe. There he is in his professional meerkat impersonation pose. He does this all the time at home. Usually gets his own way with everything. Probably a deer behind us. He loves Cornish pasty, you know. Don't you, mate? And you can't resist giving him some, can you, when he sits like that? I don't give him too much pastry because it don't agree with him. We'll take his rubbish back with us. There's water inside. Come on, mate. Good boy. Come on. Good lad.
Oh, wow.
Saw it twice, so I was like, oh my god.
That was just weird.
I always used to see a light coming up,
Yeah.
like a headlight, but there was nobody there.
Oh, it's just disappeared.